red color. It's enchilada red, folks. Enchilada. Chili powder red right there. I'm getting hungry. Cheese enchilada red. The natural flow of the river. The natural bed. And folks, you notice we do have animals in the river. We do have 9 different kinds of fish. We have ducks, turtles, snails, crawfish, geese. There's even a few snakes. This is an 80% natural river. There are a few man-made sections pretty much behind me. Most of the restaurants. So we're going to go around. We're going to come back that way. This part does a big circle around downtown. This is the top of that circle. Here on the left, folks, you got the Hilton Palacio del Rio Hotel, the palace on the river. The Hilton Hotel is in the Guinness Book of World Records for being the fastest hotel ever built. It took them 202 working days to build. It has about 500 rooms in it. The way they did it, they brought each room already furnished from about 8 miles south on flatbed trucks. Lifted them up with a giant crane, set them all into place. Just the way it looks right up there, just like Lego blocks. It was all done by H.B. Zachary in 1968, and they did it just in time for that hemisphere. Yes, sir.
How many bricks they used to build this?
100 million thousand bricks. Right there in front of the boat, folks, you see a large house that's part of La Villita. Today it's a bunch of shops, restaurants, and art galleries, folks. So La Villita, the first village, it's all the way back to 1722. All right, this part that we're going to go through here, this is the outdoor Artisan River Theater. We got the stage on the right, the grass seating with that Noche del Rio. This is also where they broadcast some of our mini river parades. That movie, there was a scene filmed here. It was a swimsuit competition. That was back in the year 2000, starring Sandra Bullock. Miss Congeniality right here at the Artisan. 1968, that was the Hertzberg Circus Collection. As of 2013, this is the Bristol Western Art Museum. You can find anywhere from a restored stagecoach wagon to Santa Anna's ceremonial sword to Pancho Villa's last known saddle. So right on the right, that is the Bristol. Right, folks, as we go a little further up here, we are going to go under that low bridge right there, so please watch your heads. That county is a female bat. It's right there at 35. And also right there up by the Hyatt Hotel, there's a lot of bats in the river. So here on the right, folks, you got Marriage Island right here.
Okay.
And here on the right, Divorce Island. There's an island for every acre. Just kidding. Hotel there on the right, that's the Westin. That's the hotel. Built there back in 1999. And known because they have furnishings and artifacts from the 17th century European castle, folks. Right on the right, Westin Hotel. Over here on the left side, look up in the sky, you got the iconic Tower Life Building. But back in 1929, this used to be known as the Smith & Young Tower. Smith & Young were very superstitious. If you look all the way up to the top, you'll see the gargoyles hanging off the sides up there. They thought that by putting up those gargoyles, they might scare away the bad business and evil spirits. The bad thing is that they built this building in 1929. That's when the Great Depression hit. Built it for $3 million, were forced to sell it. Underneath that set of windows there, you'll see some faces, they're ugly faces, they call them grotesque. Those are also put there due to superstition. Another cool thing about this building, in 1941, Dwight Eisenhower had an office here on the 7th floor when he had a leadership role in the Army in those days. Today, this building is empty. They're going to make this into apartments in New York. This building was in a movie called Cloak and Dagger. That's what that little boy from E.T., Henry Thomas, back in 1984. Look it up, pretty cool movie. It's got a lot of the Riverwalk along with the Alamos in that movie also. Cloak and Dagger, where I'm at to the right and left, right before this bridge is one of our floodgates back here. Where we have a flood, what we do, we raise this gate back here. We lower the one down the river. Any excess water from that downtown part of the river comes into this flood control channel. We lower the dam, which is here to my left or behind me. It's about a 15, 20-foot drop. All from the church. You go into the church, you can find the tomb of some of the heroes of the Alamo. Meaning Davy Crockett, Jim Bowie, and Travis. All right, folks, so here's where we're going to go to the right. We're going to leave the flood control channel. We're going to re-enter the natural flow of the river, the natural bend. We're also going to go under another floodgate right here. The only difference between this gate and the one we saw earlier, this one comes down into the river, like a garage door. The one we saw feet, mud bottom. Like I said, a big circle. This side, more of the restaurants. Yes, sir. They're just pretend. All right, right here on the right, folks, you got the Esquire Tavern. The Esquire Tavern is known to have the oldest and the longest wooden bar in Texas. It's over 100 feet long, folks, right here on the right. Folks, right here on the right, the Esquire Tavern. Along this wooden bar, over 100 feet long way. This hotel here on the left, folks, is a historic building. 1921 used to be the CPS, City Public Service. That's what they'll pay, electric bills. In the 90s, the building was bought by the Drury Inn. They remodeled the building. Folks, right here on the right side, that's another ticket location. Where you left 3, you guys got on over at the mall, you saw the Historia. This is the Aztec location. Same company, same price. Another place you can come get a boat ride if you happen to be down here at the Aztec. Folks, look here on the right on the 3rd floor behind it is the Aztec. This hotel here on the left is a historic building, 1853, and this used to be a school for boys, a Catholic school. In the 60s, the school grew and moved it west. A couple of the graduates bought the building. The Oak Rank Saddle Company. It's back to 1901. They used to train, I was going to make something of it. Just really hard workers. Really hard. Now, take a look here, probably about to the left side, on this side of the bridge, you'll see that tall building right there. It used to be the Knicks Hospital. Built there back in 1930, that was the first hospital of that size. 19, they did close the hospital. They're going to make that into a hotel. Cool thing about the building is the way they designed the building. As soon as we pass up this bridge, look to the left. Look at the edge of the building, look straight up, you'll see an optical illusion. It's going to look like a freestanding wall, like a tall, skinny wall. Pretty cool photo op. As I pass up the bridge, look to the left, look at the edge of the building. An optical illusion.
How many bricks did they use?
What's another cool thing about this hospital? There were celebrities down here. Carol Burnett to the Alamo from the Riverwalk, folks. Hyatt Hotel 1981, Paseo del Alamo, the path to the Alamo, right on the other side. All right, folks, take a look here in front of the boat to the right side. On the other side of that bridge, you'll see the Casino Club building. Built there back in 1927. Think about that building, it was never a casino. It used to be the offices to the Casino Association, the San Antonio Club. In the 70s, they remodeled the building. They made the top part into apartments and the bottom a restaurant. Some of the famous Mexican food, Cajun food. Feet with a mud bottom, pretty safe area with it. Another 2 feet of mud. All right, take a look right in front of the boat to the right, the building in the corner right there. That's a historic building, 1891. That used to be the Riverside building, now known as the Clifford building. This building is also known because in 1941, this is where Robert Hugman, the architect of the Riverwalk, he moved his office right here. He did it on purpose to show that the river was safe from flooding and to promote more businesses. In front of the boat to the right, right by the bridge, right by the steps right there, you'll see a small statue there dedicated to Robert Hugman, the father of the river, the architect. Had his office here in 1941. Here on the right, right by the bridge, right by the steps right. The man with the vision. The architect. One of the first businesses to move down. Folks, as we go a little further up here, we're going to take a left. We're going to leave the natural bend of the river. We're going to enter the man-made channel we came out of earlier. The channel we're going to enter right here was made to go to and from the convention center in the hemisphere in 1968. It now also goes into that River Center Mall. That part of the river opened up in 1988. As part of the river entry here, some weekends and holidays they have pop-up markets along the sidewalks here. Local arts and crafts, come walk around, come shopping out here. A lot of the trees you'll see along the river here, they are not native to the river. A lot of these trees were brought here from the Guadalupe River in 1968 in order to beautify the river for the hemisphere. A lot of these trees are called bald cypress trees because in the wintertime the leaves do turn brown. They shed their leaves, so they're bald cypress. Look here on the left, folks, along the wall there, you see that colorful mural there. That's the butterfly wings. Pretty popular spot. People like to come here and take pictures. Change their social media profile right there on the left. It's also kind of cute when the kids take pictures there, because it's like they got really big ears. Really long ears. That's those butterfly wings. Once every 5-10 years. Lately it's been snowing a little more often than usual. It's been beautiful. Yeah, it hasn't frozen long. But it's beautiful out here. There's pictures. You can look them up on YouTube. Google it. Old pictures. Right on the right, you got a man-made water fire here. Pretty much made to rotate the water. Another popular spot people like to come take pictures with. It's our San Antonio and Niagara Falls. People get to the right, look at me between the trees up in the sky. You got the tower up there. Paseo America stands 750 feet high. Has an observation deck and a restaurant. It revolves once every hour. That was a center point for the hemisphere of 1968. It used to be the tallest tower in the United States until it was beat by the stratosphere from Las Vegas. It still is the tallest tower here in our city, folks. So, Tower of the Americas, they charge $19.50 when you go up to the observation deck, and $200 if you want to come back down. I'm just trying to see who's paying attention. $19.50 to go up. I believe if you go up and eat at the restaurant, it's free to go up. So you're going to go up and eat. You go spend the big bucks up there. And folks, you have another view of that tower as we go around the bend here. Another photo. Right there in front of us, you have another view of the Stargazer, folks. You got the Stargazer in front of the boat. To the right, you have another view of the tower. Right here on the left, you have another view of St. Anthony, San Antonio. This is who we named our city and river after, right on the left side. All right, right here as we go to the left, folks, we're going to enter the part of the river that's going to lead us into that River Center Mall. This opened up in 1988 right here. It's also where we have the ticket location where you guys got on. Pretty cool location. It's the only one where we have the Go Real beverage bar. We can get the frozen drinks to go. Get anywhere from a hurricane to a pina colada to a margarita, folks. Right here at this ticket location, you do have the Go Real beverage bar. But folks, as far as drinking on the river, you can drink on the boats, you can drink on the river. You just can't take alcohol up to the street level, folks. So just FYI. Smoking is the opposite. Right as we go around the bend, we are going to enter the River Center Mall. This is one of the largest malls in San Antonio. It's also the only mall in San Antonio with a river flowing into it. On the bottom floor of the mall, you got most of the restaurants, top two floors, shops and boutiques. This mall also houses an IMAX theater, which has a very large screen. They're showing the movie The Alamo, The Price of Freedom, which is the story of the Alamo. One of the newest attractions here at the mall is right there in front of the boat on the third floor. It's one of the largest indoor playgrounds, folks. They also have a Legoland, they've got a Dave & Buster's, also a Sea Life Aquarium, folks. So there's a lot to do here. Shops at River Center opened up in 1988. And folks, right there in front of the boat on the first floor, that's another new attraction right there. That used to be the food court, opened up a couple of weeks ago. It's now called Mexico City. It's like a Mexican market. They do have a couple of really nice restaurants, guys. So right there in front of us, very new right there. Mexico City. Folks, as I make this turn back in front of the boat, you'll see another new attraction right there. That's the Holy Moly. That's where you can go have a burger and play golf, guys. So right there in front of us, that is another new attraction right there. The Holy Moly. Well, folks, as soon as we finish this turn, we are going to head back to where we started. We are going to come to the conclusion of the boat ride. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed my commentary. And I hope you enjoy your stay here in our beautiful city. I do have a couple of requests before I dock the boat. One is going to be try to remain seated as I tie the boat down and secure it for your safety. Number two, make sure to look around. Don't lose any of your personal items. People lose stuff all the time. The last thing you want to do is find your stuff up for sale on eBay, right? So take your stuff with you, guys. And folks, third but not least, for a job well done, tips are allowed, accepted, greatly appreciated. So if you enjoyed the ride, we do accept tips for a job well done. We do have a Cash App, I got a Venmo, I also accept euros and churros. Thanks again for joining me on this journey. God bless you all. Have an awesome rest of this day. Once again, remain seated as I tie the boat down and secure it for your safety. Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, thank you. I appreciate it.